It's been almost 3 months since the fall of Afghanistan to the Taliban and the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from that country. More than 100,000 people were evacuated with the military, but hundreds more may still be there. Fox 5's Misha DeBono is live for us in San Marcos, where Congressman Darrell Issa has just returned from Doha, Qatar, where he tried to get more of those San Diegans out. Misha?
Yeah, Phil, good evening. Congressman Issa has been working tirelessly since the beginning to get these remaining Americans out of Afghanistan. And contrary to what the State Department is reporting, he says he's tracking about 200 cases of people still in Afghanistan. If you include their family, he's talking about 600 to 700 people.
We know that they're U.S. citizens. We know who they are.
Congressman Darrell Issa, along with several other elected officials, just returned from Doha, Qatar, where they hoped but were denied visits with American citizens newly evacuated out of Afghanistan and housed on a military base, including a man from San Diego.
Prince Wafa, he's described them. He's incredibly unhappy with the way he's being treated as a U.S. citizen.
Hoffa is waiting for his wife to get out, fighting what Issa says is State Department bureaucracy.
Well, American citizens who don't have a valid passport today, even though we know they're citizens and they have a copy of their passport, are being told that they have to wait till a new passport is printed and delivered to them in Afghanistan.
This as the country is slipping further into the dark times of Taliban rule of 20 years ago, a dangerous place for anyone openly trying to get out, and especially women who are no longer allowed to work or go to school, walk alone, or even be seen.
One of the young women that we've gotten out was pregnant, and she was beaten by the Taliban as she tried to go into through the gates to get on a flight.
She's now safe in Irvine. Most recently, Issa successfully got out 3 others who are still overseas being processed.
We also have 2 that are waiting in the camp right now to come, and we have about 28 more that we're currently processing from within our district.
Contrary to the State Department's number of about 100 Americans, according to Issa, they're tracking over 200 cases, which represents 600 or 700 people, if you include their families. They have applications in, but Issa says they are going through mountains of paperwork.
We're not cutting through the red tape nearly enough to get Americans out of a very dangerous situation. And if you think it's bad for an American with a blue passport, how about if you're the wife or the husband of an American but not a citizen? They're saying your visa has to be approved before you can leave. Well, guess what? You can't get an interview in Afghanistan. We don't have an embassy there any longer.
And here's the point that he really wanted to get across. Of the 127,000 people that were evacuated at the end of August in that chaos at the Kabul airport that we all watched, about 20% of those people had nothing with them. No papers, no passport, nothing. And so he's questioning why now it's such bureaucracy for the people who are still there to try and get out.